So, shall we start now?
Yes, we are live. So we are waiting for the students to join. You can see the attendees joining.
Okay. Actually, Shiva sir is facing some internet issues, so sir said to start our session.
Okay, we are live. So we can wait a minute or two for the attendees to join.
Okay.
A warm welcome to all the attendees. Thank you for joining with us in today's live session, TCS Placement Tips and Discussion, brought to you by Srinivasa Ramanujan Institute of Technology in association with WAP. In today's panel, we have our SRIT's alumni who is now associated with TCS, Ms. Radha Nayakanti, Sai Amulya Srikakulam, and Sai Sneha Kuttapalli to share their placement tips and guidance for our current SRIT students. We welcome you all. Yeah.
Thank you for having us here, Vanita.
And a very good evening and warm welcome to the delegates of TCS and my dear friends. It's wonderful to meet you virtually at this outset in association with WOW. Now, I would like to introduce myself. I'm Likhita, your host for this event, and I feel privileged to introduce our alumni and technical experts from TCS. Ms. Radha, who hailed from 2014 to 2018 batch from the stream of Electronics and Communication, and Ms. Sai Amulya and Sai Sneha from 2015 to 2019 batch. And now, we the SRITMs take pride to welcome them for rendering their services for SRIT. And before that, ma'am, Amulya, Sneha and Radha, to the audience.
Sure.
Yes, actually, I gave a bit introduction, and you can continue with that.
Sure, Likita. Good evening, everyone. I'm so happy to be here as a part of this webinar. Hope this webinar will really help you a lot to face your interview sessions. I'm myself, Radha, have been passed out 2018 from SRIT College, and now I'm a part of TCS for the past 2 years. So we'll speak you a lot in this session. So I'll wind up now.
Yeah, myself Sneha, and I have completed mechanical engineering in the institute, and I was into TCS from 1 year. And in the session, we'll discuss more. So this is enough, I guess.
Yeah. Amulya, ma'am.
Yeah. Good evening, all. So my name is Amulya, and I have completed my BTech in the stream of Electrical and Electronics Engineering. So I think most of you might be knowing me. So thank you for joining this meeting. And one more thing, thank you for having me here. So I had been in TCS from past 1.5 years. So I had been a part of CSR IT employability as well. So yeah, we'll discuss remaining things in upcoming session. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, thank you, 50 of you. And the sole purpose of this virtual meet is to get to know your career experiences, which may inspire and help us to enhance our skills for reaching our goals. And with your grant, I would like to put forward my first question. May I?
Sure.
Thank you. And I'll put forward my first question. And it's like, Miss Neha, the question is
Yeah.
for you. Tell us about your major and how you get into TCS placement process, like criteria to attend the interview. Am I clear?
Yeah. I have cleared the interview. I mean, I was into TCS through CodeVita, and in CodeVita, I think you people know the process. You need to write you need to solve one question among 6. I don't know the pattern now, but before it was you need to solve one uh, 6, and we also have a Ninja IS, in which you will have a aptitude and English. So after clearing the written, you will have a interview round. In interview, it depends on individual again. Few people will be facing all the 3 rounds at once, and few people will have all separate rounds. So that would be the selection process. Still.
Thank you, Sneha. And this question is for Amulya Akka. And this is like, how important is to have a domain knowledge, and what if I'm from a different department? If I'm from different department, how to face the interviews? We need few tips from you.
Yeah, Nikita. So this is the common question, like most of the people will be having, because like so many people are from a non-CSE background. So it is not dependent on the branch, but it is completely dependent on how you perform and how confident you are while giving the interview. So the thing is, the TCS will not see for mostly like coding. It is not like that. It is like completely different. So we'll not only focus on what actually you are up to. Just we'll check whether you have confidence in whatever subject you have gained the knowledge of it. You will be having, for example, you are from mechanical, so you will be having your core concepts, right? So in interview also the same thing happens. So you will be posed the question which are from your subjects only. So it will be completely, the interview will be completely based on your resume. That's it. So we don't focus more on coding part. So that's it. That's where the question comes. Like most of the people will be having this type of ideology, like we are from different background and how to face the interview. And all. So, yeah, a bit of crack the interview, but yeah, most of the people belong to like non IT background, as their basic C programming, right? So they will be having that subject. That will be enough to crack the interview. Just a fine refinement is needed. That will be taken care of SRIT TPOs. Yeah, that I can surely say, because I am also from triple background, so I know how it actually happens.
Likita, I want to add few points to the question.
Okay.
So, being an IT professional, I know what exactly the interviewers look for an fresher, what the qualities must possess. He cannot give the coding directly, he cannot give entire project to you directly for the fresher. Being a fresher, write the entire code, he cannot give you like that, right? He cannot expect that thing from you. He only expect the determination what you have done for entire your 3 years of career in your BTech, what you have learned, what the determination you have been in your college, from your, whatever the subjects may be, what you have learned, the determination he can expect from you. And he just asks few questions from your domain knowledge as well, because he want to know from 4 years what you have been learned. Just the basics he will ask, not get into the deep, because he also don't know the entire mechanical background. Maybe he may be from the CSE background, or he may be from the triple background, right? So
Yeah.
he just look for the determination what you have been possessed in your entire 4 years of life. That's right.
Thank you, Ms. Radha. And I'm expecting few tips from Sneha as well.
Yeah. Being a mechanical engineer, I mean, I was into this. So everyone asks the same question. Whenever we start like this session, they'll ask the same question. You are from mechanical, how are you doing this? So first thing, keep in your mind that you're working for a company. So you have decided to work for a company. So you should not think like that I am from mechanical or some other background.
Mhm.
And I think non-CSE people only will learn things more easier, I guess. Because code, I mean, in TCS, you will not have all the coding. So you will have many other streams also. So think about it. So don't think if I was into software that I'll work only on coding and everything. So coding is just a small part. And suppose if the interviewer asks you like, why are you choosing this? Being mechanical, why are you choosing this? So then you can answer him that I have learned CAD or ANSYS or some softwares which you have. So I have learned the front end part. I just need back end also. So that's why I was interested in software and I learned the codings. So you
Yeah.
can tell the answer like this.
Okay. Thank you, Ms. Sneha. And I just want to put forward another question for you. Like, what to expect in TCS interview? Like the overview of the role.
Okay. I mean, you were asking about the role,
Role,
which,
yeah.
yeah.
In which role we are going to take and all.
See, after coming from BTech, they will, I mean, post you in a engineer only, associate engineer. So you need not to worry about the roles and everything. First, I mean, I suggest you to, I mean, to come into the TCS. Later, you can decide what would be the role and to which position I need to go. I mean, just think of the interview first.
Okay.
How to crack the interview is the main thing which you have, right?
Yeah.
In you, it is the major hurdle, I guess. So you need to cross this, then you need to
Think about the role.
think about all those.
Okay.
Uh,
Thank you.
So,
Yeah.
Likita, whenever you are coming as a fresher, in every company there will be some hierarchy for the levels of roles. Definitely, when you come as a fresher, you will be appointed as assistant system engineer trainee for 3 months. Then the trainee will be removed. Then your role will be assistant system engineer. That's it.
Oh,
That in every company, whenever you entered as a fresher, that will be the role.
okay. Thank you, Ms. Radha. And thank you, Ms. Neha. And the next question is number of technical and non-technical rounds you had and what are they while you're facing the interview? I am expecting answer from Radha.
Okay. So I have attended my interview in 2018. So
Yeah.
for me, there were 3 rounds of interview. I can say that only there will be one technical for me. Maybe it's a luck or fortunate. I don't know. There will be
Okay.
they have been conducted one technical and two non-technical rounds for me. I'm the first one who have been entered into the interview panel. They have called my name. Someone will be there to monitor you. To monitor you to take you to the interviewer. One person came and taken me to the first interviewer. The interviewer, after taking my resume, the first question and what he has taken the pen and paper, he has seen my percentage. My 10 percentage is 93, inter percentage is 96, and the BTech percentage is 78. He just drawn a graph like this, and I'm done. I thought I'm done. This is the last. This is the last part of my interview. I thought, but what happened is he asked me a question: why the graph is like this? I explained him in a clear way because as a part of JNTU, we can't expect 90 or 96%, right? Definitely.
Definitely.
So like these questions will rise. Hope you people have to be prepared for these kind of questions as well. So then he came into the normal questions like where are you from? What is the background of you? The general questions he asked, and from C language he asked a few I can say that very easy questions. What is a pointer? These kind of questions he asked me. Then the last question he asked about the mini project. I haven't done that mini project, but I have learned every single point. That was very important. If you want to add weightage to your resume, you can add it, but you have to learn each and every point in that.
Oh,
So I have explained him. Then the 2 rounds will be the non-technical rounds, like simply whether we'll give you a night shift, whether you will do it, or if we give location like Maharashtra or Mumbai, like that, will you go over there? These kind of questions they have asked. We have to say that okay, we'll work for it.
okay. Thank
Yeah.
you, Ms. Radha. And Sneha, I'm expecting few tips from you even, like how your technical and non-technical rounds were.
For me, I mean, I don't have a like this 3 to 4 rounds. I mean, all the 5 to 6 panelists were in the same, and they were continuously, I mean, without interrupting, they were asking questions one by one. So I don't know to whom I need to answer. So what they will see is your confidence in that. So, and you need to maintain the smile. Even if they tries to hurt you or something like that, you need to maintain the same smile along the interview. Don't forget it, because in one interview, even they did not ask me any questions. They just said that your smile is good, please try to maintain this, and they just sent me out. I don't know whether they have taken it in a wrong way or right way, but I was into CTS also, so I got cleared even that interview also in HR round, I guess. So don't forget to maintain the smile, and eye contact is very important. Suppose if you are answering a question to someone, you need to focus on. So eye contact is very important. And suppose if you are nervous or something, don't show them. Don't show them. I mean, just pretend them. So don't think that interviewer will have a, I mean, is someone like he might be cruel or someone. Think him that your friend is sitting in front of you, and just answer him the questions whatever you know. That if you don't know, they will not tell you anything. They will not scold you. Just keep answering. And I hope, I mean, if I mean, I got a question here. Someone from ECE background, I mean, how to learn coding. I think SRIT will help you a lot in learning coding. Yeah. I mean, they helped me in cracking the code vita. I mean, how to learn C. I mean, everything. I think faculty will take much care regarding this. And I guess that's it.
Okay. Thank you, Ms. Neha. And Ms. Amulya, and can you give us few tips to face each round in the interview?
Yeah, sure, Likita. So we had three rounds. One is technical, one is MR, and one is HR. MR means like managerial round, and last one is HR. So the technical round was like full to core type of things, okay, not like coding one. So it was like completely based on my resume only. So I have kept all the things which belong to my background, like electrical engineering. Completely it was like that. So the person who was there in front of me was from electrical. So he posed me so many questions. So as we are from electrical background, as I am from electrical background, I could able to answer it because I have studied it for 3 years, 3 consecutive years, right? So at least we will be knowing some of the basics. So it is not like coding down. He has asked some question on strings that I don't know that. There was only two questions from coding side. So one I have answered, and another one is like completely strings part. So I don't have that much of knowledge on strings. So I said no, I don't know. If you give anything which is based on numericals, I can able to crack it. But strings part, I'm not that much familiar. I said that. Then he has given a numerical based programming. Then I have written it. Then he said that's fine. So it is not like that. So if you don't know, you can easily say that you don't know. They will not like completely. They will not ask you to that. They will not ask that you have to know each and everything. That's what I just want to say. And in managerial round also, me and another person, she's also one of my friend. So we both were having the round on the same at the same time. So he has asked a question based on that girl's resume. He has asked like, so you like reading books? Then she said yes. So can you tell me any one of the book names? She couldn't able to answer.
Oh.
So I'll suggest one more thing, like don't bluff the person. So don't just be genuine. Don't keep in the resume whatever seems to be fancy, they'll keep it in the resume, right? So
Yeah.
don't ever
Okay, Miss Amulya. And
I will add a few points to Amulya.
okay, Miss
I
Neha.
mean, you people will be, taking a CV or resume from your seniors or your friends, right? So you will keep whatever it is in their resume. So you'll not even go through the resume sometimes. I see many of my uh, juniors. They'll share their resume. They'll ask me to correct. Is there anything? So in that situation, what happens is, suppose if you have written that like hobbies are reading books, singing, so then they'll ask who is your favorite singer, what is your book. So you need to answer. Even though if you keep something which you don't know, you need to, at least little bit, you just Google it
Okay.
and know some basics. And what I
some basic
faced in
knowledge
my
should be there.
interview, they asked, you are from Anantapur, right? What is the special in Anantapur?
Okay.
The first question they have asked me. So you need to tell the places and food items what are special from our side. See, we'll never expect the same questions will repeat for other also.
Okay.
So you need to be prepared.
Okay. Any tips from, thank you, Miss Neha, and any tips from Radha?
So Likita, I just want to say these tips the last of the session because some people may get bored of the things, they may drop off. So I just want to give some free tips that really help them a lot in their interview. So I just want you ask me this question last of the session. So I'll tell those tips.
Okay, I'll ask you at the end of the session.
Yeah, sure.
Thank you, Miss Radha. And Miss Amulya? Okay.
Yeah, Likita. Sorry for the interruption.
Yeah, it's okay. That's absolutely fine. And can you tell us little about the role of confidence in effective communication during the interview?
Yeah, Likita. So yeah, confidence play a major role in interviews. So I have to say this because I have seen so many people. So even I am from that side, right? So I am from when I am a student, even I face this issue, like how at least we have to pretend that we are confident, right? So it's so many
Yeah.
people by their gestures and posters only they'll say that we are bit tense and we are not confident about the things which we are answering. So first, whatever you are going to speak, you just have to think it and you have to speak it out. So before like most of the people what they'll do is before thinking only they'll just speak it out. So uh, the words will not be like proper. So from that only they will get to know. And the gesture, so many people will be like swatting their legs. And the gestures also, when they are handling a pen, they will be just doing it like this. So
Uh,
that will happen. So that only like reveals that you are not confident about your subject.
yeah.
So that is the one thing, and the other one is while you are answering, eye contact. Eye contact will reveals that you are confident, even whether you are very much sure about the subject or not. Just keep eye contact.
Okay, Miss Neha.
Yeah, that's what I just want to say, because so many people will be having, I will be handling this type of issues. So they have to practice it. And one more thing, as we are from a bit of rural background, we'll be having a problem of communication skills as well,
Yeah.
English speaking and all. So just we have to develop a bit of English communication skills as well. So just try to speak with your friends in English. So like, it will be beneficial for both of them, right? So you just
Yeah.
have to speak it out in English. So whatever, yeah, like no one is perfect in English. So once you
Yeah.
just start speaking out, the fluency will come on its own. So I just want to say this. Yeah, thank you. I think it will
Thank,
be beneficial if we follow this one.
yeah. Thank you, Miss Neha. Sorry, Amulya.
No
Actually, this time
problem.
everything is going to be virtual, right? So there's no
Yeah,
chance of observing our gestures and all. Like what you said about shattering their legs.
yeah,
Sorry.
squatting their legs. I
Yeah.
mean, when you are sitting in chair, like when we observe at the bottom of your tips, like they will be squatting like this. So
Yeah.
that's what I mean by squatting.
Yeah.
So that is also one of the gesture which shows that you are not confident.
Confident.
So yeah, one more thing, interviews will not be virtual. That I have to say that. But the interviews will not be virtual. For this batch, 2022 batch. So I just want to say this. Yeah, I got an information from CSR team, so it would
Yeah.
not be virtual. Yeah. So just focus on that.
Okay.
So when you Google all the things, you will get to know what all things will reveal whether you are in tension mode, confident mode. So when you Google out, you will be able to know. So
Yeah.
most of the things will be making the students feel mostly comfortable only. So in CSR IT employability also we will be teaching this type of thing. So one of the student asked me regarding that. So yeah, could you please tell me TCS NQT process and all, whether there will be any priority given to IT employability people or not? So
Okay.
yeah, so I just want to answer that there will be nothing like a priority thing. Uh, one common thing which we will give to IT employability people is we'll just train on some of the things. Like now I have told some of the few points, right? So
Yeah.
we'll train them on it. That's it. We'll not give any like priority in interviews and all. So just don't think about that. There are so many people who might not be belong to IT employability, but there are so many people, even my friends, who don't belong to IT employability, but they are part of TCS.
Yeah.
So I just want to say this, that there is no partiality type of thing over here. So just you
Okay.
have to focus on the goals. Yeah.
Yes,
Thank you, Miss Amulya.
Likita. What Amulya said is exactly correct. It doesn't depends on IT employability or non-IT employability. It depends on the person. Uh, the interviewer doesn't know whether you came from IT employability session or you are not from IT employability. Uh, Whether we can write in resume, then only the interviewers came to know that you are from IT employability. Other than that,
Okay.
no one will know that you are from this session or you're not from this session. Just keep it in mind that there will be no difference at all.
Okay, Miss Radha.
And someone asked a question like, could you please clarify me? I'm from Tripoli in interview. Can we expect questions from code side or no, only on coding? Definitely, even though we are from Triple department or EC department, definitely there will be questions from your core side as well, because you have been studied your BTech from past 3 years. You have been studying. Definitely they'll ask, even though they'll take the mobile and Google it from your department questions. What are the basic questions? The basic questions they will definitely ask, not only on coding. Whatever the department may be, they'll ask some basic questions. That is for sure.
Okay. And we have some doubts regarding our resume preparation. So let me ask one question on that. Things to keep in mind while preparing the resume and for the interview. We need
Okay.
few tips for that.
The first and the most important thing we have to keep in mind while preparing our resume is don't keep the things which you haven't done.
Okay.
Things whatever you have done in your BTech career or in your career, only those things you have to keep it. So the first part you can keep the objective, you can Google it from Google and you can keep it like some fancy or some kind of objective. Then you will give the percentages from the 10th to the BTech. Then after that the achieve project plays a major important role in this resume, definitely. So that I'll explain later. And now, for example, I'll tell you what I have done in my resume. My resume doesn't have any weightage. The languages I have kept is C language and the OOPS concept. Only those two I have kept it. So what I have done is I want to add weightage to my resume. I have searched Google some mini projects and I have added it. The thing is they have asked me the mini project explanation. So if I haven't learned about it, definitely I lose marks in the interview. So what I have done is I have prepared each and every point. I have asked questions myself what the project may be. So we have to learn every each and point if we add that in our resume. And I'll tell you one thing: you are from same college, you are friends, so the resumes may be familiar, right? Definitely the you have learned Java, your friend also learned Java from the same, you can attend the classes. And one more thing is like you have attended some webinars, even he also attended the same webinar, because you are friends, you can go somewhere and you will attend the webinars, right? There will be no difference in you two people only. So you have to be different from your friend. You have to show it in your resume that I have learned something else other than my friend. That may be either the curricular activities or the extracurricular activities or the achievements or the hobbies. This might helps you a lot when you prepare your resume, when you add weightage to your resume. The achievements are the most important thing, and curricular activities, extracurricular activities, these plays a major important role. Don't forget that. And the project as well, mini project and the major project, these two as well. These 5 points have to keep in mind while preparing your resume. And don't add just like that. Don't add without knowing it or without doing it. This is what I want to say. Strictly, you can add some fancy points like I have done this thing in my college career. I have done this thing. This may backfire on you. He'll start questioning you on the same what you have written. So try to avoid those kind of things. Believe in yourself. Whatever the things you know, just keep it on the resume. Those things itself. Just you can prove yourself as some people may not look at your resume at all. Just by looking at you, he may ask questions. He may pose questions. So what can you do without knowing the things keeping in your resume? So start believing in you. Just whatever the things you know, explain him clearly in an effective manner. Simple.
Okay, thank you, Ms. Radha. And Ms. Neha, can you give some tips regarding the resume preparation?
Yeah, what Raja said is absolutely right. And so you need to keep all those points in mind. And even if you write anything which you don't know also, try to answer them. Suppose if you have mentioned that if you have done any internships or something like that, will I mean they will expect something. I mean, you need to describe them, whatever you have done. So for every line in your CV, you be prepared that you will answer something. Right from start to end of the resume, for each and every point, you need to have something. Suppose like extracurricular activities. Most of you people will be writing all the nonsense there. So try to avoid it and write only which are strong and which you were better, so that you can explain them very well. And try not to write all the nonsense in the extra and co-curricular activities.
Okay, Miss Neha.
And one more thing
And
is like Nikita. So everyone will do
yeah.
in hobbies. Everyone will like reading books and playing caroms or playing chess. Just try something out differently. Like everyone can read books. Not everyone. For example, I don't have a habit of reading books. If I write an habit of reading books, definitely there'll be a point raised like what kind of books you love, what kind of books you like, and what kind of books you read. Who is the author of this book? What is the major point in this book? Definitely these kind of questions will rise. So try out something new. Like maybe everyone will have something hobby. Like for example, I have a habit of reading stotras. I don't know whether it is a habit or not, but I have written it. Reading stotras and organizing events. Organizing events, like anybody can organize events. But the interviewer asked me the question like, reading stotras, is this a habit? I explained him, yeah, that is what I do in my free time. You can convince yourself because you are doing it with your passion. So
Yeah.
convince them with your whatever the things you love. Just keep it over there. Don't like some my friend have written reading books and I am also reading books. Don't keep like that. So if whatever the things we know, if we write the things, whenever he posts a question, we can able to answer it correctly. Definitely, right? He asked me like, read one stotra for me. I have read it. He thought like I have read somewhere and I have came and I have spoken in front of him. He asked 2 to 3 stotras from me. So these kind of things
Okay.
will happen. So don't like just like that hobbies as well. You may take it hobby as an just simply way you can write something in the hobby part that will also plays a major crucial role actually. Everyone
Okay.
definitely he will write something reading books. Maybe he has an habit of reading books. So he may pose a lot of questions over there. There might be a chance. So keep it in mind that as well.
And Miss Neha,
Yeah.
things to keep, things you learned in your college that helped you to ace the interview. What are those things? Like you might have learned few things in your
Actually,
college days, right?
yeah. I have
You can continue.
mentioned in the resume that I was an women protection cell coordinator or something like that. So they asked me what you
Okay.
have done there. So we need to explain. I mean, I have done. I mean, it is a small role, but I have written there. So I need to create a story. So on the time of the interview, I have created a story that a few of my friends were being humiliated by few boys. So I have taken action over them. So they were
Oh,
suspended for a few weeks. So I have created on the spot. So you need to be. So in. I mean, you need to answer in a spot, whatever the it be. So you need to answer. And the other thing is confidence. Before coming into the SRIT, I was not this much confidence. I used to do sessions in college, so that has helped me a lot. That confidence. And we have a mock interviews before this. So Wahida ma'am used to send me daily. I mean, you are not coming in a proper way. So she used to scold me. But that has helped me a lot.
uh-huh.
Uh, Even while opening the door also, we need to follow few things. While sitting, we should not drag the chair. We should ask the permission. So everything in the interview panel, how to behave and how to talk to them, everything college has helped me.
Thank you, Ms. Neha. And the most common question we'll face in the HR round. And what are those questions? The most common questions that we are going to face in the HR round. Ms. Radha?
Uh, Fine.
Yes, Neha. Yes,
You
you
can
can.
continue, Neha, no problem. Yeah.
No problem.
I think Radha will be explaining more, I guess. Yes.
Okay, anyone can explain this from two options. Ms. Neha?
In HR round, most commonly you will get is tell about yourself. The first question they ask is tell about yourself. So you need to answer him in the way that you have not by-hearted the things. Few people come to interview by by-hearting the things. I'm pursuing. I mean, they'll just read out without telling them. They'll just read out all the things which are in resume. And the other question which you can expect is other than CV, what you have extra things. I mean, extra things other than your CV. You have mentioned all the right. So what extra things you have, so that you can
Okay.
expect. And I mean,
Yeah, okay. And Ms. Radha?
Yes,
What are the common questions that we are going to face in the HR round?
common question is the first important question is tell me something about yourself. As Neha said, this is the
Yes, sir.
first and important question that the interviewer will ask. Any interview, you can go to any interview. The first question they'll ask is tell me something about yourself. So you must be prepared for that, not by heart. As Neha said, you have to prepare it. Just you can, if you went to the interview and sit in front of him, he'll ask, tell me something yourself. You can't blabber or you can't do murmur the things. So before that, you have to prepare what are the points you need to tell. You know, right? Tell something yourself. I mean, you can't say, I'm Radha, I'm from Nandyal, I have studied BTech. These will all be in your resume. What the interviewer needs is for the job and according to your skill, these two has to match. I mean, you are applying for a job. What are the things you have to apply for the job? Like the project you have done, or like I'm a team player in my project. I am so and so, and I'm so much enthusiastic to learn new things. These kind of points you need to add, but not too long. Just for a minute or 1.5 minutes, be prepared for that question. Definitely you have to prepare it before going to an interview. Just stand in front of your mirror, just speak 5 to 6 points about yourself, prepare for that, go in front of the interview, and don't tell like by hearting that by I mean don't tell in front of him like you have by hearted or something else. Just uh, tell him simple way like I'm Radha and this, and with a smile. And don't tell like reading a poem and all this and all. Don't tell like that as well. In a simple way, you can with a smile, you can tell him that question. And one more thing he can ask, like the most common question is uh, so from your college, what the thing most you have learned, you have been learned. Like few of my friends have been asked the same question. Like 4 years you have been in the college, what you have learned from your college? These kind of general questions they will ask. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, Ms. Radha, thank you.
they'll ask why
And do
TCS?
projects play an important role in the... Yeah, why TCS?
If you are coming for an interview, whether it is a TCS or any other company, be prepared about the company. I mean, at least know the
Okay.
CEO or founders or someone. So at least you need to know few things about the company. They'll ask this. And the other question they'll ask is, why will you choose TCS? There are many other companies. Why are you choosing TCS? So you need to have a proper answer there.
Don't say that. Don't say that. My college has sent me for TCS interview, so I came here. Don't say like that. Just pre-prepared for 2 to 3 points. That I have a passion to join in TCS, or TCS has many programs, so I just love to join. It's like that.
Okay. Like we can add even IT employability about IT employability sessions and all, right?
Yes.
Okay, Ms. Radha and Ms. Neha. And do projects play an important role in the interview process?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Nikita, I just want to add one more.
Yeah, okay.
So, Nikita, I just want to add one more thing.
Okay. Yes, you can. Amulya? Uh,
Sorry, am I audible now?
yes, you are audible now.
So I just want to add one more point. So we are not only like giving IT employability sessions. There are so many things which are going on in TCS, which like so many people don't know. So we are like extending our support to like NGOs. We are extending our support to like charity type of things. We are like I had been a supporter for two of the hostels, like those are orphanages, so I had been supporting those two as well. So like there are lots of things that you people cannot imagine also, like what are going on in TCS. So yeah, like you can when you google out these things, right, you will get to know what all things are involved, what all programs are going on currently in TCS. So you can like you can add these things to while you are answering this question. So why you are choosing this TCS? So you can answer these things. And one more thing is like most of the people will be having adding these hobbies, right? So yeah, it will be like state level players, national level players, district level players, add those things in achievements. So many people will not add that, though they are players, but they will not add that. So I'll suggest all the people from my side that if you are very much interested in any of the sports, you can add it. So I had been chess player, so I have added all those things. So of my interview is like completely based on chess related things which I had known. So yeah, I think I'm clear.
Yeah. And thank you, Ms. Amulya. And my next question is, do projects play an important role in the interview process? Ms. Radha?
Yes, Likita. Projects actually plays an important role. So I can tell you like what exactly interviewers will think regarding projects. So as an IT employee, we have an projects in our side. So in the same way, we can think we have an projects in our college as well. So what the interviewer think is like what the role he is playing in your project, whether it may be a team member or a team player, or whether it may be a team member or a team lead. So based on the role he is playing and based on the work he have done, the interviewer can get an impression on yourself, like what are the work you have done your project in your BTech. So it can compare with the real time in IT. I'm in an IT employee, because as an employee we also work in a projects. We as a team, we are all team not a team lead, we are all team players only, we just work for them. So in that way they'll compare ourselves as a team member or a team lead or whatever the role may be. We have to give our fulfill fulfillment to the project, right? Whatever the done work we have done in our project side, we have to do it. So he wants to know what the effort you have kept in your project, how much of support you have given to your project, how much of determination you have given to that. So in real day, he can compare with whether if we can hire you, you can work in my project in the same way or not. He just want to know that thing. So definitely projects plays an important role in our, that is the main reason we have to include projects in our resume. I think you have clear
Okay.
about this. If not, you can ask me. I can explain you again.
No, it's clear actually.
Okay.
And can I get some referrals through you, Miss Radha?
Actually, not exactly. If you have been experienced, you can get a referral. So I can tell you, like in TCS, there is a portal called Ultimatics. In that, we'll have and bring your buddy. That is called. In that, there will be many vacancies. Like only there will be many vacancies. We have to fill all the details. For example, I want to hire you. I can give your details. So in that, so that I can apply for that, you will get a mail. So if your skill set matches with the skill set what they have been placed, vacancies. For example, I can tell you in real. I can tell you. For example, they have a vacancy for the particular skill set like Java or Spring Boot. So if you have the same skill set, so I can fill your details for the particular vacancy. So you can get a mail regarding that, and the interview may be placed. Depends on you. You will get a job, but that is only for the people who have been 3 years of experience, not as a fresher. So I can't refer you.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely it will be only for experienced people.
Okay, Miss Radha. Thank you.
Yeah.
And in the present situation, on what basis the TCS company is going to select the candidates? Miss Amulya?
Yeah, Likita. So you might be knowing like so many companies are taking back their offer letters and they are not giving any type of there are no exams that are going to be conducted in this COVID time, right? Yeah, but when you see the business timings and all, there is no there is nothing dependent on business, so all things are going fine. So but the thing is, as remaining companies are not providing any type of there used to be like so many vacancies, so there will be so many recruitments, but nowadays it is not like that, like most of you people might be knowing. Yeah, but there is no difference in this. So the requirements are constant, but the demand is becoming more. That's the main issue here. So previously, like there will be sharing between the companies. See, some people might be opting for Infosys, some people will be opting for TCS, like that. But now the criteria is different. Like most of the things are coming to TCS. Because there are so many openings that are being opened in TCS. So demand is becoming more, but the request is same. So recruitment is same. So that's why demand is increasing. But the things which we are looking into is same. So but the weight is becoming more. So previously it used to be for 10 marks, then now it has become 15 marks. So cutoff is increasing. That's it. So yeah, you have to focus on the same things, but you have to prepare more for it so that you can reach the demand. That's it.
Okay. Thank you, Miss Amulya.
Yeah.
And I think it's time to wind up this session. And thank you for answering all my questions and clearing all my doubts and for your valuable suggestions. And before winding up this session, I would like to call Mr. Shiva Krishna Gowni, HR, to
And
speak few words.
yeah,
Yeah.
Likita,
Yeah, thanks, Likita. Thank you so much. Uh, yeah, hi Radha,
Yes, sir.
Sneha, and Amulya. So
Hi.
hope you are doing well. Thank you
Hi.
so much. Yeah, thank you so much for your immediate response. Like once after asking for an your what is this your available time for this session, and very happy to see such virtual session is happening here. And my sincere thanks to Vanita Garu from Web. They have initiated this like a virtual interaction sessions, and they approached us. Actually this should have happened a week back itself, but due to some busy schedules I was not in a proper stage to respond for that request. And thanks for your patience, and thanks for your interest towards this SRIT institutions, Vanita Garu. I'm very
Thank you
happy
so
for
much,
that.
sir.
Not least, Likita, thanks for hosting this event, like acting as a panelist, and you have taken this from starting to ending very well. I would like to
Thank you,
appreciate
sir.
this, and I'm my sincere best wishes and thanks to all the participants who are here. See, this should not be something like an whatever, it's a mandatory attendance. It's not something like that. Seriously, nowadays, like in present situations, it is very difficult to get a job as this due to this pandemic situation. So last year, if we compare, like many of the companies are like whatever the company is recruiting, company was recruiting in the previous years, previous batches. For example, if a company have recruited from our college like something of count 40, now it is only looking for 20 candidates. So the situation has become in like there is a serious problem here which we need to look into this. So I know that many of the not only final years, other year students are also present in this interaction session. See, take this program as seriously, and please utilize the points whatever three women have said like to you people, because they have faced not only TCS, they have faced many companies, and they have seen all this live experience with the interviews happened outside in the IT market. They know how it works. They know all the loops present in the companies, like interview process and all. They used to see how the client discussions happen, how the expectations the companies look into taking the freshers. So I like I urge all the year students who are present in this attendee list, like please concentrate on those points. Don't just consider it as a mandatory attendance like for this program. Like if we would have like if we would have physically, if we attend the college, we would have conducted this event very grandly, like inviting them to our campus and spending some half a day time for interaction session. As of now we are unable to do that, so that's why like we were thinking, even I was thinking like for such a program, but Vanita came with this excellent plan actually. So very happy with that. Please utilize these points not only now. These points will be utilized to useful to all the other years, to other batch students also, for next upcoming year. We are not sure when we will meet physically again in the campus, but we should be connecting through virtual also. What is this final year students, please consider these points. I was worrying like how to suggest you for many of the things which are useful to interview process, and this was the one platform which I felt better, like to connect with you people. uh, that's what I want to let you know about this session. Whatever the key points told by what is this what key points said by these three TCSers. So please consider these points as seriously, not only irrespective to what is this irrespective to company. Actually, don't bother about only TCS. These points are very much useful to all the people, like sorry, all the companies, whatever the companies you are looking further in future, all these points will be useful. So please concentrate on those points about resume building, whatever the attitude you need to maintain, whatever the behavior you need to balance, what is that how whatever the way you need to handle the HR people. So all the points were very wonderful points which were said by these three ladies. So I was very happy with their points also. I was reminding myself while listening those points. So thank you so much, my three ladies from SRIT. Like I was very happy today. I was seeing you in the like opposite side of the student batch, and you are sitting at the company end. So very happy for that. So please consider these points as seriously and note it down somewhere. Somewhere it will be useful for you people in the future. I was worrying to meet physically with many of the batches because of this interview process, because this time it is taking, like, the companies are taking very seriously. They are the recruitment is going to happen. They are going to cut off for half of an amount whatever this recruitment count has been done in the previous batches. So here the competition will be very high actually. That we must agree. So we must admit that point. So many of the layoffs are also going on. So rather than doing the layoffs, some companies are coming to us and recruiting, but they are what is that? What is that? They are concentrating on most of this technical and what is this, professional skills actually. So only half of the amount whatever they have recruited previously batches, they are looking into it. So consider this as seriously. The competition will be very high. There will be no the competition will not be somewhere. It will be only with the in our class itself, in our bench itself, with our friend only. The competition will start from college itself. So that's from my end. Thank you so much for all the participants for involving in this. And with the help of the Vanita Garu, we're also going to plan for conducting such events in coming weeks also. We'll look after for that. And thanks you so much, everyone.
Yeah. Shiva sir, can I take 5 minutes of time to tell tips for those students?
Please, Radha, please. Yes, please.
Yeah, sure. Likita, can I start?
Yes, you can, Ms. Radha.
Yes.
You can start.
So for everyone, I will tell you few tips. You may call it advice or suggestions or whatever it may be. I just want to say few points. It won't take much time. Just keep it in mind, those points. The first thing is, you have whatever the outfit you wear, that must be like a professional. So whenever you are attending to an interview, you must be careful. Whatever the things you are wearing, your grooming, your hairstyle, your proper postures also plays an important role. So the first thing is outfit. You have to wear a proper professional outfit. Then smile. You have to maintain a smile, not like he or what. No, not like that. Just maintain a proper smile like this. And whatever the question he is asking, just answer him with a proper, clear manner. This gives you a better impression. Trust me, guys, whenever you speak or you answer the questions, the interviewer has to feel in a comfortable manner. The interviewer has to pay attention to your words. So this won't come within a day. Practice, practice, practice. Just practice makes you speak clear and speak more confidently. So this thing. And one more thing is like eye contact. You have to maintain a proper eye contact and don't stare him like you stare your girlfriend or boyfriend. Okay, just stare him. Just look at, maintain a proper contact to him. And one more thing is like, don't bit your nails or these kind of things. And one more thing I'll tell you, whenever you are answering a question, just lean a little forward so that it makes you to emphasize your points in a clear manner. And whenever the interviewer is asking a question, just lean toward a little bit and listen carefully. That makes you to be a good listener. So the interviewer feel like, okay, he is a good listener and he's paying attention to my words. This gives you a better impression. And one more thing is, think before you answer the questions. Just take 5 to 6 seconds before you answer the questions. Whenever the interviewer is asking questions, just don't start answering the questions. Just don't start answering the questions without any proper sentences or like that. This might gives you a bad impression for the interviewer. Just take 5 seconds of your time, frame the sentences in your mind, then give him a clear explanation. That gives you a better impression for your interviewer. And one more thing is like real world examples. So whatever the project you may take, just explain him with the real world. For example, Okay, this I'll speak later. First, I'll tell you confidence. Confidence is the best quality, you have to possess it. Maybe you'll feel nervous inside, but act like you are too confident. But not overconfidence is not good. You act like you are confident so that in real you will become confident. So the way you sit, the way you put your hands, the way you see, and the way you speak, someone will tell like the way you speak is very confident. Not the interviewers won't look uh, uh, some of the interviewers give you time to settle down because this is your first interview. Everybody knows that you are fresher, so you are coming for a first interview. So some interviewers may give you time to settle down, but some interviewers look confidence in you. So your tone of your voice makes you gives you impression, the way you look, the way you put your hands, the way you put your legs, every part of your body should be confident enough so that interviewer feel like, okay, this person is this much of confident enough, so if even though we can hire him, he may handle the clients easily. If you feel nervous in front of your interviewer might feel like, if he is nervous, so I don't know whether he'll manage the clients or not. Definitely he'll feel like that. So be confident, and the communication, the way you communicate to the interviewer uh, should be good enough. Like uh, just speak with him friendly so that interviewer might feel like, okay, he is speaking in such a friendly manner. Friendly manner means not like, hey, come here, we'll have a chai and all, not like that. Just answer the questions and speak with him in a polite manner. Most of the interviewers will look only these kind of things being as a fresher. Maybe the technical terms comes into matter, but these skills you must have to possess: the communication skills, the speaking skills, listening skills, interpersonal skills, everything. And one more thing, guys, don't use perfume while you are attending an interview, because that some may like it, some interviewers won't like it. He may feel uncomfortable with your perfume smell. Definitely these points you have to keep it in mind. And pay positive attitude. Yeah, you have to be very positive. Just give him a positive attitude. Don't give negative postures or like that. Just calm, make you comfortable. And one more tip I'll give you: before attending an interview, just uh, stand in front of the mirror, speak something else by asking yourself some questions. Tell me something about yourself. Okay, this is your resume. Be act like you are an interview and you are an came from an interview. So try to speak in front of your mirror so that you can know what kind of emotions you are showing in your face and all. These emotions also plays an important role. You can't keep your faces like this or like this. You have to maintain proper emotions. You have to control your emotions, and you have to show everything in your face itself. Whatever the tone of voice, whatever the expressions, whatever the smile, whatever the postures you give, everything comes into your mind. Everything he'll calculate. So this won't come in a one day practice. Every day you need to practice. Every day reading books, you may get some words over there. Speaking, reading newspapers, English newspapers and all. So in front of the mirror, try to practice yourselves, asking some questions, so that you might feel comfortable, so that you might know yourself, right? Okay, I'm good enough, I'm speaking. Okay, okay, that's fine, I can go interview so that I can crack it. Trust me, guys, there are a lot of people who are searching for a jobs, but our college is giving you an opportunity. Don't miss it, just grab it. You have an opportunity in your hands itself. For example, you don't know how to ride a car, but you learn it, right? You'll put such an effort to learn it, to ride a car. Then why can't you put the same effort to crack an interview? Definitely, right? Just putting effort is an first thing. It's not that much complicated thing. You can learn it. See, I'm from your college. I know in first year I'm not able to speak at all, but years have made me to speak. Now I'm speaking in front of you people. Everything is possible until unless you make effort. So please make effort. Google, everything is available in Google. Search in Google like how to attend an interview. If still you have a doubt, ask questions to your faculty. There are many people who are able to help you. They are trying to put you in a job, but you are not giving your proper effort. Then it won't be helpful for you only, right? Just start practicing. Practice speaking. That's it. If we are speaking in front of you, you should you think that we are not practicing. We have practiced when we came here. We can't just sit here and speak with you, right? So smile, confidence, dress outfit, perfume, and think before you before you answer, and don't overboard the questions. If interviewer is asking something, don't tell more than that, because you, if the interviewer asking one question, stick to the question and answer to that question only. Don't overboard yourself. If you overboard yourself, the questions will go overboard. Okay, that also you keep it in mind. The communication, your voice of tone, these things, just keep it in mind, and in a calm way you go sit, answer whatever they are asking, just come out. That's it.
Thank you, Ms. Radha.
Okay. Sorry for taking your time.
No problem. And
One more
with this,
thing is
yes,
keep
Neha?
your mobile phones in silent or switch off the mobile phones. See, career is important. Getting a job is important. So don't forget to switch off the mobile phones. Many of my friends, I mean, from mechanical or civil, those people will neglect that. There will be some hash or something like that, and they will not take it more seriously. But I have seen many of my friends, because of that small thing, they have rejected them. See, don't forget that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Last but not least, don't lose hope. Even though if you got rejected, then there are many jobs which will be fit for you. If you got rejected, you will get experience by that. You can you can overcome whatever the thing you have done wrong in that interview. Just be confident and rise overcome what you have done wrongly in that interview, so that next time you won't do the same thing. Then you'll be cracked. Just learn from the things which you lost. That's it. Don't lose hope.
Okay, thank you, Ms. Radha and Ms. Neha. And finally, let's wind up this session. We feel very blessed to have such an alumni who are helping at these situations. I, on behalf of entire SRIT, will extend a wonderful thanks to you people. And last but not the least, I would like to thank Ms. Vanita, our organizer, who supported us in organizing this event. She's from WOW. Yeah, thank you, Ms. Vanita, and thank you, three of you. So, all
Thank you
right.
so much for giving this opportunity.
Thank you.
Hope
Thank
this
you.
will
Thank
be
you.
useful for you people.
Thank
All
you
the
very much.
best. Yes.
Thank you
Yeah,
very
all
much.
the best for every participant. Hope you will crack your interviews.
Thank you.
All the best, all.
All
We'll
right.
see you in TCS.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good night.